Hi, this is Carl Almos. Before I start, I'd like to say that this is a serious video. I am a comedian. I do all kinds of things. But this is a serious video about education. And there's some things I do that I don't particularly have expertise in. I mean, I talk about psychology and economics, and of course I do have a minor in economics and an interest in psychology, but you can't say I'm a expert because of my education in these fields. But I am an expert on education because of my many years of experience, thoughtful experience, and I have a master's degree in education. So I'm the real deal. So when I talk about education, I'm speaking from a position of knowledge and experience. I saw in the news that some school districts are shortening the school week to 4 days, and there's big controversy. Should they do it? Shouldn't they do it? And they're talking about China going to school a long time, and I mean, all kinds of nonsense. I'll tell you why. It isn't the time on task that's important to learning, if learning is your goal. In some cities, they want to keep kids off streets because when on the streets they have violence. You know, kids need to be doing something, and when they're not doing something, they may be, attacking people. That's why these programs for after school with basketball and crafts and so forth are crucial for cities. They need to do that. And also it's good for daycare. It's another problem. So you need to have programs. Cities need to have programs after school for kids that they want to go to. That's fun. But they also need to not expose the kids to long, torturous days. They get bored. Some schools don't have air conditioning when it's hot. I mean, the problems go on and on. So you might be thinking, okay, yeah, it's easy to criticize. What's your solution? Well, here's my solution. If you want to teach somebody something, there's two important factors. One is involvement, and the other one is repetition. Like they learn things like they learn a song, if you want them to learn knowledge. But nowadays, getting knowledge isn't that important because you can get knowledge on the internet and carry it with you on a cell phone. You need to learn how to critically think, how to find things. You need to have simulations where people experience things that are important, like getting a job and renting an apartment or getting along with their spouse. The whole idea of education needs to be revamped. Or the education itself, not the idea. Maybe the idea too. I think we should track kids. They probably do that in many countries like Japan, where we identify kids that have a leaning toward mathematics, for example, and really teach them mathematics. And not everybody needs to learn long division. I haven't used long division very much since I learned it in the 4th grade through many hours of horrific sitting and listening to a boring teacher who didn't have much talent. So, bottom line, focus on what you want the kids to learn and teach it. And if you don't have order in the classroom, get another adult in the classroom. You need to have order. And don't torture the kids with long school days. I often thought, look, I go to school for 6 hours a day or so, and then I go home and I got to do homework? What? I'm a kid. I want to go out and have fun. That needs to be considered. It's inhumane, to make the kids go to school and then give them long homework assignments or stupid homework assignments. Like I once had to go to the library and look at all the books in terms of what their numbers were. It was considered an important assignment, and I refused to do it. My mother was called up to school. I mean, there's just horrific stuff going on in colleges. And again, it's torturous to kids. We need to be humane to kids. And then their scores will go up because they'll want to do it. Kids want to play baseball because it's fun. We need to make education fun. That's all I got to say about this now.